Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Snowman1999 here, and we are back with another Minecraft video here on the channel. Today, I will be showing you amazing, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, how you can go ahead and build Mac from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends here in Minecraft. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for daily Minecraft pixel art builds just like this in the future. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. You will need cut sandstone, red concrete, white concrete, black concrete. Oops, that is not light gray concrete. You need light gray concrete, and go ahead and grab some dark gray. Let's go ahead and do 6 white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like this. And then let's come right here, just do a white concrete. Then let's do 2 more going to our left. Let's do 3 light gray concrete. Let's do 2 white concrete. And then right underneath our first light gray concrete here, let's just place a black concrete. Alright. For your next row, just bring down your black concrete just like this. And then place 2 white concrete going to our right. For our next row, let's find our second white concrete starting right here. So this is our first one. This is our second one. Let's do 2 light gray concrete going up just like this. Then let's do 2 cut sandstone. And then just go ahead and do 3, well actually no. Let's do 4 black concrete right there, and then fill this in with your black concrete. Okay. Now, right beside of our light gray, just bring your black concrete down to the end. Just like that. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and start with 2 cut sandstone, just right there. Let's do a dark gray. Let's do 3 black concrete. Do 1 light gray and 1 cut sandstone. For our next row, let's go ahead and start on our left side. Let's go diagonal and right here. Let's do, actually no, let's start right here. Let's do a light gray concrete diagonal from our light gray right there. Let's do 1 black concrete, 1 cut sandstone, and just do 1 dark gray. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do right beside of our light gray. Let's do 4 cut sandstone. Do 1 dark gray, 1 black concrete, and then 2 cut sandstone. For our next row, starting right on top of our cut sandstone, just go ahead and bring down your cut sandstone to the end, just like that. For our next row, let's start back on top right here and just bring it down till you have 1 block of cut sandstone left. For our next row, let's just do a row of cut sandstone just like this. Alright, for our next row, let's do 3 cut sandstone, 1 black concrete, 5 cut sandstone, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place down 1 dark gray concrete. For our next row, let's do 1 light gray, 1 cut sandstone, 3 red concrete, 3 cut sandstone, and 1 dark gray concrete, and then just finish it with 2 white concrete at the end. For our next row, let's do another light gray. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red concrete. Do 1 cut sandstone, 1 light gray concrete, and then just do 3 white concrete. For our next row, let's start with 1 white concrete. Do your red concrete just like that. Then let's just finish it with 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete. And then come right here on the end. Let's place 1 light gray, and then go on top of it by 3 more light gray. 1, 2, 3. For our next row, do 1 white concrete. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red concrete again. Do 2 white concrete, 1 light gray, and 1 white concrete. Starting for our next row, let's do 1 white concrete. Let's do our row of red concrete. And then let's just do our 4 white concrete. For our next row, let me go ahead and get out some brown concrete, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot. Alright, let's do a brown concrete diagonal, just like this. And then let's do our red concrete down, just like that, as normal. And then let's do a brown concrete. And then just place down 3 red concrete. Alright, starting for our next row. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red concrete. Do 1 black, 3 red concrete, and then just do 2 black concrete right there. Next row, let's go ahead and do a red concrete. Let's skip 1, and then just do 4 red concrete. Do 1 black concrete, and 3 red, and then let's place a light gray. Alright, for our next row, let's do our red concrete, and then let's do 1 black, do 2 red concrete, and 1 black concrete. And then go ahead and place another light gray. For our next row, let's do 4 red concrete, 1 brown concrete, 2 red, and then 2 light gray. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red concrete. Let's do 1 brown and 2 light gray concrete. Alright, for our next row. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back. Sorry about that. So we got our brown concrete right here. Let's do a black concrete. Do 1 dark gray. And then just do 1 light gray. Okay. For our next row, let's do 1 cut sandstone. 2 brown. 2 red concrete. 1 brown. And 2 light gray. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and do a diagonal left brown concrete. Go ahead and place 1 red. Let's do 2 brown, 1 red, 2 brown, 1 red, 1 brown, 1 red, and do 1 brown. For our next row, let's go ahead and start right here. And let's place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown concrete, just like that. And we should have a 3 block gap. Alright, going to our right now. Let's do 5 cut sandstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, for our next row, let's start back down here. Let's do a brown diagonal. So we start with 2. Let's do 2 more brown. Let's place 1 black concrete, 2 light gray, 1 black, and let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 brown concrete. Then let's do 4 cut sandstone and 1 light gray. For our next row, let's go ahead and go on top of our black concrete right here. let's just place 3 cut sandstone, just like that. Then let's do 1 brown, 1 red, and 1 brown at the end. Okay. Now let's do our cut sandstone down to our light gray, just like that. And then let's place 3 brown concrete at the end. For our next row, let's do a diagonal brown. Then let's do 1 more, just like that. And then let's just bring our cut sandstone all the way down to the end, just like that. And then let's bring our brown concrete down and hang it by 3, just like that. So we got 3 hanging. Alright, for our next row, let's start with 3 cut sandstone right there at the very start. And then going to our left, let's bring our brown concrete down and hang it by 1. And then now, right beside of our cut sandstone, let's do 1 light gray, 1 black. And then let's bring our cut sandstone all the way down and make sure it hangs by 3 blocks over top of the brown concrete. And then let's do 4 brown concrete at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should hang by 1 block. For our next row, let's start with a 2 cut sandstone, just like that. Let's do 2 brown and 1 red. Go ahead and place 1 more cut sandstone. Let's do 4 white concrete. Do 1 red concrete. Let's go ahead and place down 6 cut sandstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 red concrete. And then bring your cut sandstone down. Make sure it hangs by 3 again, just like that. And then finish it with 2 brown concrete at the end. Alright, for our next row, let's do a brown concrete diagonal, just like that. And then let's just place 3 more brown concrete. And then let's do 1 cut sandstone, 1 black concrete. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white concrete. And then let's bring our cut sandstone down all the way and hang it by 1 block. Then just finish it with 2 brown concrete. I'm sorry guys about that. I got people texting me on Facebook. But anyway, so right on top of our black concrete, let's do 1 light gray right there. Let's do a cut sandstone. Do a brown concrete. 1 red concrete. And then just do 3 brown concrete. Alright, right beside our light gray, let's do 2 white, 1 black, 2 white, do 3 cut sandstone, 1 red concrete. Let's come to our brown concrete right here. So you see where we're at. I'm going back up and let you see it. We are right here. Go up from it and let's place 1 red concrete. Actually no, let's place a brown. Let's fill this in with our cut sandstone. And then go ahead and bring our cut sandstone down and hang it by 1 on this end as well. And then just do 2 brown concrete at the end. Alright, for our next row, let's just start with placing one black concrete on top of our light gray. Let's do one brown, do another red, and then bring your brown concrete down and hang it by one. Let's place a dark gray right beside of our black. Let's bring down our 4 white concrete. Alright, let's come all the way down here where we got our one piece of brown concrete. Let's just place 3 white concrete right there. Let's do a black concrete right there. And then fill this in with your cut sandstone. And then right here, let's place a brown concrete. Wait a minute. No. Let's place a light gray right there. Sorry about that. Do 2 cut sandstone. And 2 brown concrete. For our next row, let's do a black concrete diagonal from our dark gray. Now let's do a brown concrete starting down here at the beginning. Do 1 red. And then let's fill this in with brown concrete. Let's do a white concrete right there. 1 brown. And then let's bring down our cut sandstone to the other side, just like that. And then on top of our black concrete, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white concrete. Do a light gray, 1 cut sandstone, and 1 light gray. And then finish it with 1 brown concrete. Right here, bring down your black concrete. Stop it over top of your black concrete. Let's do a light gray, 2 brown concrete. Then let's come all the way down here. Let's place 1 black concrete right there. And then let's just fill this in with cut sandstone. Let's do 2 white concrete, 1 black, 2 white, 1 black, 2 cut sandstone, and then 2 brown. Alright, for our next row, let's just start right on top of our light gray. Let's do 1 black concrete, 1 brown, 1 red, and then let's bring our black concrete down and hang it by 1. Alright, right beside our black, let's do 2 brown, 1 white concrete. Bring our cut sandstone down, and then on top of our black concrete, place 1 light gray. Do 1 brown. Do 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete. 1 light gray. Cut sandstone. 1 black concrete. And 2 brown concrete. For our next row, let's start right on top of our white concrete. Do 1 brown, 1 red, 2 brown, 1 red, 1 brown, 1 black, 1 brown, 1 red, and then bring your brown concrete to the end. Now, let's go to the other side. Going to our right, let's bring down our cut sandstone and stop it right there. Now, let's do 3 brown concrete, 1 white, 2 brown concrete, 1 white. Then let's bring our brown concrete down to the end. Okay. For our next row, let's start back right here. And just bring your brown concrete down to the end. Just like that. And now, heading to our right, let's do 4 cut sandstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then right on top of our brown concrete right here, let's place a black. So you can see where I placed my black concrete at. Let's go ahead, fill this in with our brown. And then after our black concrete, just bring your brown concrete down to the end. Alright. Come back where we got our white concrete, go up from it, go a block over, and just place a black concrete right there. Now, bring your brown concrete to the end, just like that. Then let's just do 2 cut sandstone. And then let's bring our brown concrete down to the end. Alright, for our next row, let's start where our black concrete is and just place 2 cut sandstone right there. And then just bring your brown concrete down to the end. Alright. And then just bring your brown concrete down on this side as well. Alright, let's just place 1 cut sandstone right there. And then bring your brown concrete down and hang it by 1 block. Alright. Let's come back to our black concrete right here. Go 2 blocks over and go up from it and then place a black concrete right there. And go ahead and let's fill this in with our brown concrete. And then go ahead and go down with our brown concrete on the other side as well. Okay. For our next row, just go ahead and do a row of brown concrete to the end. Perfect. Okay. For our next row, let's start with a brown concrete, 1 red, and then just bring your brown concrete down to the end. Just like that. For our next row, let's do our red concrete at the very start first, down there on the end. And then let's just bring our brown concrete all the way down to the end. Just like that. For our next row, go ahead and do, starting on top of our red concrete, just bring down your brown all the way to the very end. Okay, for our next row, just go ahead and do the same thing. Bring your brown concrete down to the very end. And just like that. For our next row, just do the same thing. Bring your brown concrete down to the very end. Just like that. Now for our next row, so we got 3 on top of red. Let's bring down our brown concrete and stop it with 1 block left. Just like that. For our next row, start right here, as you can see where I'm pointing at. Go ahead and bring your brown concrete down to the very end. Perfect. Alright, for our next row, let's do one brown, one red, and then let's just bring our brown concrete down and stop it with one block left. Just like that. For our next row, let's start on top of our red concrete and just bring your brown concrete all the way down, and then with 2 blocks left, just place a red concrete right there. Alright, for our next row, let's do a brown concrete. Whoops, that's not brown. There we go. And then let's bring our brown concrete all the way down. Stop it over top of our red concrete. Just like that. For our next row, let's just start with a red concrete right there. And then I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to go ahead. Let's skip this. Let's do a brown concrete right here at the very start. Wait a minute. Let me break this, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on a minute. So we got our red, our brown. Let's come right here. Place one brown, one red, and just bring your brown concrete down to the end and go ahead and connect it to the red concrete that we have on that end, just like that. For our next row, let's start on top of our red concrete. Let's do 3 brown, 1 red, and go ahead and bring your brown concrete all the way down. Stop it over top of our red concrete, just like that. For next row, let's start right here. So a block away from our red. Let's do 4 brown concrete, skip 1, and starting here, let's go ahead and do 8 brown concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place 1 red. And just bring it down till we got 2 blocks left. Just like that. Alright, for our next row, let's go ahead and just start right here. First, let's come to our red concrete and go down 2. And on this third block, let's just do 2 red concrete. And then let's bring down our brown concrete to the end. And then let's bring our brown concrete, stop it with 1 block left. And then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's just place 1 brown concrete right there. Then me, your boy, Snowman 1999 here. I am signing out. And until the next video, peace out. I love you all to death and stay safe.